Hello and welcome to Giant Mess, the sloppy sports and entertainment talk show that covers everything from the New York Giants and New York Mets, movies, TV, comedy, and a whole lot more. It's hosted by a giant mess. So that's me, the real cinch, Neil Lynch. I'm an Irish, Italian, American. Graduated from a Catholic high school, but is far from Catholic. Got a lot of guilt. Got a little guilt though. I don't go to church no more. God is dead. And I also went to a college where it's a research university where I earned a couple of overpriced degrees, and it was known for producing doctors and lacrosse players. I was neither of those things. Why the fuck did I go there? I was very single for a very long time. Longest relationship was maybe 14 months. And then I met the woman of my dreams. And I proposed to her and she said yes. Can you believe it? Oh my God. And then we got married. OMG. Big old wedding. All our friends came. Not completely true. Not all our friends came. There's actually a very high decline rate for our wedding. We invited 183 people. I think 130 something accepted. Kind of high. And then we had a beautiful baby girl, a daughter. And then that woman that I fell in love with fell out of love with me. And we got a divorce. And now I'm a sad dad, my sad dad pad. Looking forward to spending time with my daughter again, which is soon. You can leave a voicemail. I fucking dare you to leave a voicemail. 862-248-1986. Great year. Great year. Stranger Things 4. Did you know this? Have you heard about this? It takes place in 1986. That's why I picked it. I knew way back in 2019 that 4 years from now, Stranger Things 4 would have taken place in 1986, and that's why I picked it. Spot on. You can follow Giant Mess. There's a YouTube channel. If you want to see this old mug mugging it up for the cam, then subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also follow on with Facebook if you're a weirdo. You like Facebook, facebook.com/giantmess. Real Cinch on Twitter or Instagram if you're on those two plats, as I call them, those two forms. And then make sure you hit subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, hit subscribe wherever you listen to your freaking casts, whether it be Apple, Spotify, Burberry, Gucci, Valentino, Yves Saint Laurent. On today's episode, we're going to talk about my epic trip to Target, a record-breaking, record-setting trip to Target, or Club Target, if you're French. So I had Brie from Wednesday through Sunday night. I had her for 5 days, and then I don't have her, and I miss her. I can't believe, I literally dropped her off at school. I said, I'll see you on Wednesday. 2 days from now. And, have fun with mommy, even though I hope you secretly don't have fun with mommy, because I want you to only have fun with me. We're now playing games. We're now picking sides. Who do you love more, me or mommy? No, Jesus Christ. So, but I missed her. As soon as I got back from dropping her off at daycare, I looked at her room. It was empty, and it was like no questions being fired my way, which, was nice for the first 5 minutes. But then it's like, oh, it's way too quiet. It's so quiet in here without the little one running around and wanting to be all consuming at all times, just soaking up the knowledge nonstop, talking about how when she's going to grow up, she's going to get a motorcycle. It's like, all right, well, just wear a helmet and preferably wear all the protective gear, head to toe. I don't want to see any skin. Make sure it's double, triple padded, maxi pads if need be, because you can talk to your Uncle KC about how he crashed and almost killed himself. He's got the dent in the helmet to prove it. So yeah, she's constantly talking about, when I grow up, I'm doing this. When I grow up, I'm doing that. And I'm just like, can't wait. But guess what? You're not even 4. So pump the brakes. Her birthday is on Monday, Labor Day, the 5th. And it's going to be awkward and it's going to be weird. I've already come to terms with that. Not really, but I'm trying to come to terms with that. The ex, her mother, was like, so you can come pick her up and spend a couple hours with her and then drop her back off. I'm like, that's weird. But my other option is, or we can have a cordial dinner together at TGI Fridays. And I laughed when I saw cordial. It's like, no, I actually prefer gloves off, knockdown, drag out type of fight situation at TGI Fridays. Is that possible? Can we arrange that? Cordial dinner. So I'm looking forward to a cordial dinner. I mean, every birthday that my daughter has from now until she's like 18 is going to be fucking weird and awkward. And make sure we have it in public so that I can't cause a scene, right? This is like a Jerry Maguire move. Like, what's his name? Fucking Jay, whoever his name was, and Jerry Maguire. It's like, oh, you took me to a restaurant so I wouldn't freak out. I wouldn't flip out. That's what she's doing to me. She's Jerry Maguiring me. Unbelievable. But when she says cordial dinner at TGI Fridays, I just think of that scene from Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, where it's like, we're a family again. We should make this a weekly event, and we'll order the same thing every week. And isn't that great, grandfather? And then Ricky Bobby's father just fucking loses it and like criticizes the steak. I said no onions on my steak, darling. And then he freaks out and is like, this place got rats. There's rats. And Ricky chases him out into the highway, and he's like, Why'd you do that? We were having a good time. He's like, I don't know what it is about me, Ricky. Every time something's going good, I just gotta blow it up. That's what this birthday dinner feels like. We're moving towards that scene from Ricky Bobby. So looking forward to that. I also got going to Block Island again. This time, it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday into Monday morning because I got to make the trek back to catch Bree's birthday. Not sure what to expect. I know that we do have a special guest in the mix for this long weekend. I'm taking Friday off from work. A little gentleman with a D. Gentleman? Pam? No, it's a gentleman from... He lives in Florida, Tampa, one of my heaven on earth, as I like to call it. And his nickname is Ballgame, and that's all I'm going to give you. Nickname is Ballgame. I haven't told many stories about my trips to see Ballgame with my friend who went to Fairfield University. They played football, college football together. Ballgame was the punter. I'm giving away a lot of hints and secrets here. If you have the sleuthing skills, you'll probably figure it out. But my buddy who's got the house on Block Island played college football with this Ballgame fella, college football. They were roommates, and his Ballgame's dad's nickname is Grumpy, which is great because I'm grumpy. So right off the bat, he knows how to handle me, which is great. He also knows how to handle our friend's wife, who is a tornado on methamphetamine, covered in mayhem with a sprinkle of apocalypse. Yeah, she's she's a fireball, spark plug, and her nickname is Monster. And so Ballgame is like the monster whisperer. He knows all the right buttons to push. Meanwhile, she just tears me asunder to shredderinos. And she just recently, there's a lot of matchmaking going on in my life right now because I've now made the kind of the semi-public announcement that I'm on all the dating apps. So people are like, oh my God, I have someone for you. And it's like, I joined these dating apps a month ago maybe, and I'm like, I want off the dating apps. I just, no thanks. I mean, there was a stretch that first week where it was like, that's nonstop. And that's my personality. It's binge and purge. I mean, I told you about how I went on the 24/7 free poker website or whatever, and I've been playing that for a week straight in my downtime. That's all I do. I have downtime, play that up to like $4,300 that aren't real. They're virtual, but I've eliminated 4 of my 5 competitors already. So I'm feeling good about my poker game. And now these dating apps, it's like for a week straight, it was just like swiping and messaging, swiping, messaging. And then I go on any one of the dating apps and I look at the profile and I'm like, you'd never like me. You'd never love me. You wouldn't put up with my bullshit. So, and knowing that I have this like horrific personality type, this Myers-Briggs personality type, where it's like, you just not compatible. I mean, that's basically what I've seen nonstop is like, you are not compatible with anyone. And then I have these, I've never known, like if I'm at a bar and I catch someone's eye and I can kind of begin talking to them. I'm not going to do a pickup line because I can't do pickup lines. And it just feels like more organic, natural. This like the texting situation is just, I'm not good at it. And it's like, we're just, I do see the point of like, all right, we're texting and now I have to kind of keep texting you each day to let you know that I'm still interested, when really it's all I need to do is I just want to meet you and see I just want to find out if this is like, I just want to skip ahead. Can we skip ahead to like when we meet and is like, is there chemistry? Can we skip ahead to the kiss to see if there's any chemistry at the kiss? Because I've had chemistry with people and you have the kiss and it's like, ew, okay. Can I look past that? And that's been a lot of what's happening. It's like, can I look past that? Can I look past that? Can I look past that? And then I saw some Twitter thread. Not that like a Twitter thread should be the be all end all for how I behave and dictate my life, but it was like, don't settle. Like, don't lower your standards. You know, if there's someone out there who is just like you with the same standards or something like that, and you'll find them eventually. You have all your life, da 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 da, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's the hypochondria, but my father passed away at 56. I'm 41. I'm going to be 42 soon. I only have 14 years left. You know, it's just really bad way of thinking, but you know, it's just knowing how compatible, knowing how much I aligned with Cassie on OkCupid. We were like a 90-something%, which is as high as you can go. And she answered a shit ton of questions and I answered a shit ton of questions. So it's like, is OkCupid out of the mix now? Because you kind of got that one wrong. I mean, yeah, I guess you got it kind of right. We did meet, date, got engaged and got married and had a kid, but still a D. There was a little D in there, a little divorce detour. So I don't know. I don't even know what to believe anymore. You know, it's like, and now this go around, I have all these freaking things to check off the box. Like, okay, I'm basically like, my cards are all on the table. All right. I'm an INTP. What does that mean? Okay. Here's what it means. I'm compatible with these 3 personality types. I'm a Scorpio. I'm compatible with these signs. I'm a 4-wing 5 Enneagram. Those are compatible with these Enneagrams. It's like, if you can fit all that crap, you know, I'd just be curious, does that person exist? And what would it be like to meet them? And instead you get in these text message. It's just like, I gotta be on, like, I'm just not a great text messenger. I try to get too cute with shit. I try to cause I'm so bored by the everyday, you know what I mean? Even though I for one reason or another, I am a kind of a creature of habit with like routines and stuff. There are certain routines that are normal that people should do every day that I don't do. And so engaging in it, it's like, I know the cliche response to a text message. And it's like, I want to avoid that because I don't want to be cliche, but yet I am. Isn't that great? Isn't it ironic? Anyway. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. I went off on a goddamn tangent. Oh, Block Island. Yeah, so she matches me with this person who's went to college with this person, and they're so goddamn giddy and excited. And I'm like, you guys should not get your hopes up. I'm like, please do not get your hopes up, because I'm gonna blow it pretty fast and pretty quick. Just ask my first girlfriend. Ew. So, you know, I'm not good on the text messages. And then it's also, we're at the point where there's some scheduling issues here. Because it's like, I don't have someone that I can, like, my ex has family in the area. So if she wanted to go on a date, even though she's already dating her former college boyfriend, no big deal. If she wanted to go on a date, she could just drop Brie off with family. I don't have that luxury in this area. Really, I'd have to drive about an hour away to drop off Brie if it was like a really dire emergency situation. So it's like, you know, 1 week, it's 5 days are eliminated and I have Monday and Tuesday. It's like, hey, you want to go on a date on a Monday or Tuesday? It's like, okay. And then the other times, you know, with summer at least, you have the 5-day break, but it's like, I'm usually going somewhere, you know, Block Island or Hickory Hills, Pennsylvania, or Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So, you know, I'm not really around on the weekends. So it makes scheduling hard. So it's, you know, there's a lady that I'm talking to and I want to say like, hey, don't mean to be, but it's on my head. It's in my head. It's on my mind. And anytime something's in my head and on my mind, it has to come out my mouth, right? It just has to. Because I'm worried that if I don't like put out this feeler, you know, that I'll lose this all. Like I'm constantly at risk of losing it all, and so I don't want that to happen. And so I'm tempted to be like, hey, my schedule sucks. My schedule, like, you just sound like a douche. Hey, my schedule's kind of booked for the next 2 weeks. But how about Tuesday, September the 20th? It's like, you know, that person would be like, go fuck off, you know? But also I don't want to, it's like I got to keep up this text message conversation for 3 weeks. So then I was tempted to be like, well, how about we do a video chat? And then, that's just... I thought the video chat idea, virtual happy hour, is a nice buffer. It's a nice compromise, especially if you live far away from someone or your schedules don't necessarily align where it can do it in person. Like I would much rather prefer the video chat virtual happy hour type thing than this text messaging back and forth. I don't know. Ask any of my friends. I'm not really a caller or text messenger unless I'm drunk. And then I'm texting like obscure shit. Then the person's like, either like, oh, Neil's drunk, not going to respond, or they're drunk and they're like, hell yeah, brother, let's have a weird text message conversation. So I'm currently drinking spicy ranch waters, which aren't like shards of glass because I didn't touch a drop while I had Brie. Had a fairly mellow 5-day stint with her, highlighted by this epic fucking trip to Target. Oh my God. And as I said in the intro, record setting, record breaking. Okay. I don't think there's no way I've ever spent this much at a store, any store ever. I mean, we're not including, we're talking about Target-esque stores. Any store that isn't a car store, which is a car dealership. You fucking idiot. But you know what I'm saying. Could be Macy's, Bloomingdale's, whatever. This was it. This was the big one. I've never spent this much. I've never gotten this much crap. I was trying to find the receipt because I was going to try and defend every purchase on that receipt. And I'm tempted to bring some stuff back. I used a couple of the gifts over the weekend and tonight. Ankle weights. Now, I know right off the bat, I say ankle weights and every single guy listening to this or watching this is like, go fuck yourself. You fucking pussy. But yeah, I'm a little bitch and I need to lose weight. And to me, this was a no-brainer. It was like, all right, my running days are over. Anytime I try to run or jog, it's like, it's just not working for me. The lungs are like, whoa, dude, I thought we agreed no more running or jogging, especially after the COVID thing, right? So not that I didn't get COVID, but like maybe I did. I don't think I did. It's the lungs are not there anymore, right? But it's like I just need to be active, right? That's the key word there. Active. Just be active for at least an hour a day. Half an hour, minimum hour per day. So I'm like, well, I've been starting to walk around the complex, and it's like me and the other 70-year-old Indian women. It just seems like there are Indian grandmothers doing laps nonstop. I don't think they sleep. I don't think they go home or cook or anything. I think they're just walking laps around this complex. And so I usually pass by them and they're like not breaking a sweat, not breathing heavy. And meanwhile, it's like I got tit sweat and like under boob juice happening. That's what all those, you can't just crush an entire pizza pie and an order of Chinese food after a weekend of debauch binge eating and then think, oh yeah, my body's a temple. It's just clean as a whistle. So, but I'm like, I can handle walking. I'll just walk. I'll get my steps in, right? 10,000 steps. But I was like, I could crank it up a notch so that it's not exactly jogging or running, but it's a little more difficult than just a casual stroll around the complex. So I got ankle weights and I got the handheld weights put around you carry them and you hold them and you can do like the pump action and a weighted vest. So that was my first time using it tonight, walking around the complex. I can't even imagine how many viral videos are there of me from every single camera phone, smartphone in the complex of like, look at this asshole. But it's like, I honestly just don't care. It's like, if it's gonna increase, like it's doing something for me better than nothing. So weighted vest, ankle weights, the weights that you carry around. I don't even know what you call them. So those were a couple of investments that I had at Target. In NFL football, I have not had an NFL football in so goddamn long, and it's been bothering me, and it's just been bothering me. And it's like, I just need to have it in my hand. And it's not even for throwing because I have no one to throw it with. Like I can't throw it with Brielle, my daughter. I want it in my hand. I need the ball in my hands, coach. Give me the ball. All right. Let me play. I bought Bree a small soccer ball because I'm like, if I don't start getting her into just surrounding her with sports type stuff, she's just not going to consider it as an option. She's going to be like, sports? No, screw that. Like, why would I do sports when I can just watch TV and movies all day? It's like, so it's a delicate balance of like, I basically want to reward her because if she's at daycare from 9 to 6 every day, where there is no TV, no screen or whatever, it's a lot of activity and there's a lot of stimulation. My gut says, all right, just let her relax when she gets home. Don't like start trying to like quiz her or anything like that. Just let's coast into potato couch town, let's just coast there. But then the weekends come and it's like, okay, now I actually got to do something that's somewhat on par with what they're doing at school. So we can't just like, although I'd love to just binge watch movies and TV with her. Like, we got to come up with something else, right? So I got her soccer ball and I'm like, I actually Googled like popular sports for 3-year-olds or something like that. And like soccer came up, basketball. So in my head, I'm like, all right, we're doing this. I'm going to get her a bunch of different sports items and we're going to get more in the mix. We're going to get sports in the mix every time I'm hanging out with her. Just so it does come time for her to start playing organized sports. She's like, it's not so foreign to her that she's like, no, fuck this. I have no idea what you're talking about and I have no interest. And she has been talking to me about going to a baseball game or a football game. She keeps saying that mommy took me to a baseball game. And I'm like, a baseball game? You're 3. You actually sat there for 9 innings? But I don't think she did. Also, she took Bree to a movie at a movie theater. She's 3. She sat there for all 2.5 hours? No, I don't know. Hard to believe what's coming out of the 3-year-old's mouth. But, so the soccer ball, a basketball hoop that you put over the door. So it hangs on the door, which I thought was awesome. But I don't have a ball pump. And I thought like, oh, it's a basketball set with too many basketballs. And it's a flat box. So it's like deflated in the box, but then you take it out and you have the ball inflation thing and you can just pump it right there. But nope, you need your own ball inflation thing. So now I gotta air. I'm losing air all over the place. My balls are losing air. My tires are losing air in my car. So I had to drop it off at the repair shop today. Because like I just took that fucking thing to the Hamilton Mazda service center and the car definitely felt different after they put some air in it and rotated them. But then like a week later, the low pressure icon light thingy came on. It's like, God damn it. It's like the same thing that happened with the Ford. So dropped that off at the Princeton Auto Repair Center. The guy's like, oh yeah, it'll be ready today. It's like, didn't get a call, so I guess not. And then, so we'll see. There's probably another fucking $1,000 down the drain. Unreal. Anyway, so I need to get like a tire pump that also can blow up some balls, some balls. And what else? A stapler, which I thought mistakenly and also stupidly that it would come preloaded with staples in it. I couldn't find any staples anywhere. Why do you sell a stapler and no staples? Just no staples anywhere. In Target. Staplers, no staples. So I thought that was kind of bogus, but so now I got to get staples because I got to staple this fucking passport photo to the fucking passport form. And it has to be done in a certain way. 4 vertical staples in the corner. It's like, oh my There's got to be easier, better way to do this. And lo and behold, it looks like there is going to be like an online way to do it, but not until like September or something. It's way too late for me. And of course, her mother signed this consent form saying that, she consents to this Brielle getting a passport in blue ink. And apparently blue ink is the mark of the devil, 666, mark of the beast, because the passport agency will not accept any forms that are filled out in blue ink. It has to be black ink. Couldn't get an explanation from the person at the Princeton Municipal Office, though. They were just like, ooh, blue ink, ooh, it's got to be black ink. Ooh, I don't know if they'll accept it. So she's got to get that done again. And she's also got to, and also I need her driver's license, copies of her driver's license front and back. What that means exactly, I don't freaking know. Because she sent me pictures of the front and back of her license, but I couldn't use that at the doctor's office. So I'm imagining that the Princeton Municipal Office won't accept it for the passport. So does that mean she can scan it and then send it to me and then I print it out? Like, is that a thing? I don't know. How about we make it more difficult? Anyway, so the Target trip. And then it's back to school, right? And fall's right around the corner. And like a fool, Brielle's like, I need sandals. I want sandals. I need sandals. I'm like, well, you have sandals. You have 2 pairs of sandals at home. She's like, they don't fit me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Possibly true. We haven't tried them on. But I was like, all right, I did promise you that we'd get sandals the last time we were in here to get water shoes. So sure, you can get sandals. I'm like, oh, sweet. She picks them out. And I'm like, these are on clearance. They're like half off. And then I'm realizing, that's because fall, dummy, fall. Autumn knocking on the door. And so she's probably going to wear them once and then that's it, because she's growing at a geometric rate. Like she's growing inches by the second. Like, so those sandals, she will wear them once, maybe twice, and then she'll outgrow them. Sweet, great purchase. Armband thing to carry my cell phone, but then realizing after I open it that there's no slot for plugging in the headphones. And in the picture of the dude, the model on the packaging, the armband, he has headphones and not iBuds, whatever the fuck they're called, Apple Pods, where there are no wires. He has a headphone with the wire, but it's just, you notice it doesn't go into the phone. So it's like, this is just going off the picture, and it's okay. What are you listening to, dude? You're not your phone. And I thought about like cutting a hole in it, but then I realized you could flip it and zipper it. So whatever. We make do around these parts. We're resourceful. And then the clothes, just all kinds of clothes for the fall, because she's just grown so goddamn much. And what I made the mistake of doing when I was there, I got Halloween happy, because apparently Halloween is like in full effect already. We're 2 months away, more than 2 months away, and Halloween is in full effect. And I just went hog wild, because I know she likes Halloween and I know she likes cats. So I doubled down. I went all in on Halloween themed clothing, like hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, leggings, the whole nine. Panties. I had to Google, because I know she's not she's 3 and she's wearing like 5T, which they apparently don't sell 5T anymore. So what's the equivalent of 5T? A size 6. The sizing, I don't understand sizing. I just don't understand it. So we have sizes for kids, 4 through 10, but then there's women's 4 through 10, and they like overlap. And the same with like underwear. I literally, that's what I spent the majority of the time trying to figure out. I don't know if you know this. I'm a dude. I don't know chick sizes. I don't know women's sizes. I don't even know if boys sizes are the same as men's sizes. Like, why couldn't you just put girls size blah? Like, instead you have something that looks like it could fit a woman or a girl, and it's size 6. The size 6 women, size 6 girls. I know some grown women love Disney princesses, so maybe that is for grown women. I don't freaking know, but we made it through. Got a nice 21 pack of panties that she'll probably outgrow within 3 months, because she's a monster and she's a weed. She's ivy, growing nonstop, always growing. And I know she's growing because she ate all of her, when we did our dinner date on Friday, we went to Five Guys, jealous. And then we went to Thomas Sweet, the ice cream place on the Princeton University campus, Nassau Street in Princeton. So good. And she finished all of her dinner, all of her dessert. First time that's happened. And she's eating machine, and she's not looking like Chubbs McGubbs at all. She's not looking porky by any means. So I think I'm doing a pretty decent job. I'm doing a better job with her than I am with myself. So maybe I could take a page out of her book and just eat little snacks nonstop throughout the day. If I could just borrow a 10th of her metabolism, that would be fucking choice, dude. So the Target trip, I don't even know what else the hell I bought. Clothes, a basketball hoop, football, soccer, glue. Oh, clips to hang Christmas lights, which I haven't done yet. I mean, you see these videos. I don't know if you guys watch the videos on YouTube, but if you look at my background desk, I put that desk together a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Still haven't moved everything over there. Christmas lights, I bought those before Christmas to hang them up for Christmas. Still not hung up. I basically say, is this a life or death situation? No? All right, well, let's postpone it. Like, does it have to get done right now? No? Okay, let's postpone it. And a little fun fact about me, I have horrific shopper's anxiety. I don't know if it's just shopper's anxiety or if it's just anxiety in general, but like going into like Trader Joe's, it's the worst because it's a smaller type grocery store and it's not a lot of room to operate and maneuver. And people are just like, and there are people, I'm going to be sexist here, mostly women, who know exactly what the fuck they want, know exactly where it is in the store, and are on a mission from God. And they're going direct to what they want, and they know. And like, I am just in the way at all times of everyone shopping. And that goes for everywhere. But like Trader Joe's is especially tough because there's like little room to maneuver. But it's like I'm going too slow. I'm not being decisive enough. It's just Panic City, you know. I went to Wegmans with Brie. That's become a thing where we go to Wegmans every Wednesday when I pick her up. It's like I need to restock for you and for me, mostly for you, because if I didn't have you, I'd probably just order Uber Eats delivery every other night. No big deal. But, you know, Wegmans, we go to Wegmans. At least Wegmans is like large enough that I don't feel, I guess, claustrophobic, or I don't feel like I'm being attacked from all sides from people who know exactly what they want and want it now because they're on a friggin', like, their head will explode if they don't get out of here in under 30 minutes. You know, it's like, I don't know if you see this tracker beeping in my wrist, but time is of the essence. So I'm not like that. I'd like to go casually and just stroll. You know, a trip for me to the grocery store is a good at least an hour, at least, because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and I end up missing stuff anyway and forgetting stuff anyway. But I like to take my time. I like to go all the way around the perimeter, and then I gotta snake through the interior. And you know, I was talking about this with coworkers today. If you come to an aisle where, you know, someone's in your way, there's congestion, there's traffic, do you say, excuse me, or do you go around? And I'm thinking to myself, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go around. I just can't be bothered. You know, if there's one person and they're holding like a basket, or if there's one person and there's a cart, I might say, excuse me, if they're stationary. If they're moving towards me or is there anything like that, I'm just like, oh, no, divert, abort. Like we're going circuitous on this motherfucker. But, you know, if there's a family, if there's more than one person, it's just like, I'll just go around. No big deal, you know? And I know it's not saving me any time, but it's saving me a little bit of the hassle, just because I feel like every interaction is an opportunity for chaos. Just like, what bad shit could possibly come of this? Has there ever been a time where I encounter a stranger and it turns out to be super good? Like, hey, I have this winning lottery ticket. I don't know if you're interested. I already won the lottery, so you can have it. Or, oh, hey, I know someone that is interested in comedy scripts featuring 3 fraternity brothers that have monstrous personality, blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, do you know anyone who's writing a script like that? Like, yeah, I got what you want. No, it's never like that. So I don't know. It's like I'd rather just avoid it, be on my merry way. So Target was infested, overpopulated to the max. I've never seen, for all the rumors about this recession, so-called, I don't believe it. I think it's conspiracy. Birds aren't real, because if we're in a recession, how is everyone buying all this crap? Myself included. Like, my spending, I think, has actually gone up in the recession, which is banana town, and I can't control it. It's like I can't. Every time I turn around, it's like, oh, well, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, this happened. It's a costly mistake, but I have to pay for it because I need transportation, or I need this, I need that, So Target is and then I asked the woman, hey, where are your ice pops? Thinking that freezer pops are like a year-long, all year-round type thing. Newsflash, which I didn't realize, and I tell you why I didn't realize it, because I haven't had a young kid who wanted ice pops for the past, I don't know how many freaking years since I ate ice pops, which was probably when I was a freaking kid. So how would I know this? It's a seasonal thing. Never knew that. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's seasonal. And I'm like, well, it's still summer. It's Labor Day weekend, which is like one of the biggest eating holidays. Barbecues, grill outs, cookouts, grilling, ice pops, baby. She's like, yeah, it's a seasonal thing. We're not doing it. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess you're like full on into Halloween, and like Christmas is next week, right? Is that how we're doing things? Holy macaroni. So I ended up getting her Paw Patrol popsicles, but I was smart enough to realize that has to be last in the list of things to get. The total, want to share this with you because I don't want you to think that I'm like Mr. Moneybags over here. Almost $500. Not proud of that. I guess it could have been worse. I had a cart full of things, and I was like, I'm not coming away with this, like, without a dent. a big old dent in the wallet. So I knew what I was getting to, but I went there literally for like 5 things. There were 5 things on my list, but then as I kept thinking, I was like, oh no, I knew that. Oh, yeah, and that, and oh yeah, and that. Like headphones for Brie, because trying to put these in-ear headphones in her ears like I tried to do at the airport so that she could play games and watch movies and not terrorize anyone around us or bother anyone around us. They just kept falling out because her ears are they're little baby kid ears. They're not made for in-ear headphones. So I got her the wireless Bluetooth headphones, which she freaking loves. And then I realized, crap, I just bought her all this stuff and her birthday's Monday. And I tried to pull this move. And you want to call me a deadbeat dad? You go right ahead. You want to say I'm the world's worst dad? I'm all for it because I think I deserve that title. I was asking her, hey, can I use would you like some of these to open as birthday gifts on your birthday? Like, she's seen all the gifts. So now I have to get her, I thought about well, what if I wrap it? Wouldn't it be funny if I wrap it and then she opens it and she's like, Dad, this is what you already got me. And it's like, I don't know anyone but me would find that funny. And, I can get my kicks other ways. So it's like, now I got to go back and try and find other gifts before I leave for Block Island on Friday, unless Block Island has like a really cool gift store, which I don't think they do. So really screwed myself on that one. It's just like, oh, well, Brie needs this. Let's get that. Brie needs that. Let's get that. Brie needs that. So I got her like a whole mess of things that would have been the best birthday ever. And instead it's like, well, she's seen it all. And now I've asked her and she's like, no, Daddy, you gotta give me other gifts to open. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was kind of hoping you'd forget. She still might. She's got a weird memory. Ooh, I get very weirded out at Target or shopping in general. And trying to find anything in Target is a lost cause. I fucking hate it. As clearly as things are marked, they're not. They could be a little clearer. I can tell you that much. And I didn't use any of those like kiosks or whatever that have like locate your item, because I did that once and it was like E15 and I was like looking around and there's just, I don't see any E, I don't see any 15. What are you talking about, dude? Freaking computers. So yeah, that Target trip had to be 2 hours, almost 3 hours. We didn't get back here till like 4 something. I think we left at like 1. So yeah, it was almost a 3-hour type thing, 2+ hours. Just because every time I thought I was done, it was like, oh no, I forgot this. I got to get this. I don't want to come back for this and that. And now it's, if I have her Wednesday and Thursday, like tomorrow night's it to get this gift that's going to blow her socks off and make her mother look like a fool. Even though I know right off the bat, I've already lost that war because she's going to outspend me to her grave. Even though money's like, I can't get into it. She wants to retire by 50 and doesn't want me to take a job that pays less, but yet is willing to get divorced where she loses half her shit and then buys out the store for her daughter. I'm not getting into it. It's just like mind-boggling. So yeah, Bic Target trip ultimately, I guess, was a success. It's all stuff that I'm hope to use, probably going to use. It's just, and it wouldn't be as bad if I had a more regular routine. I feel like most women, I'm going to be sexist again. Most women, it's like, it's a weekly thing to not just like, I've got the grocery shopping down on a weekly basis. I do it weekly. In terms of any other shopping, not weekly. But I feel like for women, like that's a weekly thing. It's like go to Target or go to Walmart or one of those stores and you're picking up things that are not as exactly necessary, but like you'll find yourself being like, I wish we had this. And you're like, I got that. It's kind of like a handy dandy utility belt type situation where it's like, I got it. I got this just in case this. And you're like, that shit will never happen. Of course, like 2 months later, it's like, yeah, so this happened. Oh, yeah, well, I got that. I know you're going to make fun of me because you said we don't need it. And then it happened. And then, so whatever. Would I have a kid? Stapler with no staples. That is just like Neil Lynch to a